The Young and the Restless has dropped a hot new preview video. It teases Billy's new venture and his possible partners. Meanwhile, Nate prepares to make a confession to Damien. But how will the half-brother react? Also, watch out for yet another showdown between Victor Newman and Jack Abbott when the latter tries to approach Nikki. Billy makes a proposal to Daniel and Phyllis. Focusing on his romantic relationship with Sally has really given Billy Abbott a new perspective. He has decided to drop his revenge plot against Victor and move on in life. The Young and the Restless preview video shows him in a meeting with Phyllis and Daniel. He proposes that he wants to bring them both on board for his new venture. Even though Billy does not have his professional plans fully worked out, he knows that he wants his next venture to be something to do with the media. However, the mention of media may raise some red flags for Daniel, and he'll doubt Billy's intentions. After all, a media-related venture would pit him against Newman Media, thus giving him a chance to stick it to Victor and Adam on the professional front. Daniel states in the video that when something sounds too good to be true, it usually is. On the flip side, Phyllis will be quite excited about the plan and will want to get on board with Billy. Damien questions Nate. Jack rushes to Nikki next. Nate welcomes Damien into his home and prepares to make a confession. However, Damien interrupts and asks for more details about the job he is being offered. But Nate tells him that he needs to talk to him about something else first. It's clear that Nate is setting the stage for a full confession and is hoping to reunite Damien with Amy. However, there is a chance that Damien is actually an imposter, but we'll find that out only when Amy sees him, so stay tuned for that twist. Across town, Jack rushes over to meet Nikki. He perhaps wants to check on her after getting updates about all the mayhem Ian Ward and Aunt Jordan created. But before he gets the chance to have a word with Nikki, Victor Newman interrupts them. The mustache demands to know what Jack is doing there. Will Jack be able to speak with Nikki peacefully, or will he have to leave disappointed? Stay tuned to Soap Opera Daily for more The Young and the Restless spoilers to find out. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Pulse Canvas. It's me, Julie here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. In Soaps.com's latest Young and Restless spoilers for Monday, February 3 through Friday, February 7, Phyllis and Billy's partnership ruffles feathers. Nick lends his support as Sharon puts a painful chapter of her life in rearview, and Nate gets a heck of a shock. Get the details on these teasers and more below. Young and Restless spoilers week of February 3. Young and Restless spoilers for Monday, February 3. Never mind that he just metaphorically dodged a bullet. As stubborn as ever, Victor stands his ground with Jack. Considering what his girlfriend has been through with her bonkers aunt and her partner in crime, Kyle worries about Claire's state of mind. There's still more to Audra than meets the eye, as we'll learn when she opens up about her past. Restless rant. How the Ian twist could fix a major fail. Plus, Damien's got secrets. Young and Restless spoilers for Tuesday, February 4. Nick has been there for his former wife through every step of her recent ordeal. So perhaps he's the perfect person to help Sharon find closure. Though Sally pushes Phyllis' buttons with relish, she may come to regret it if her fellow redhead pushes back. Damien keeps a secret from Nate. And where there's one, we're gonna bet there's more than one. Young and Restless spoilers for Wednesday, February 5. Victor opens up to Victoria. Perhaps he too is wondering what will become of his children and his legacy when he's gone. When Diane makes a big decision, will it be the right one? She does have a tendency to go out on limbs that look likely to snap. Jack gives Billy unsolicited advice. We have some for Jack, too. Stop bothering to counsel your brother. He does not listen, ever. Young and Restless spoilers for Thursday, February 6. Though Nikki teaches Claire a valuable lesson, there's no telling whether it really sinks in. Nate and Amy receive shocking news. Maybe Damien is already revealing his secret? Jack is forced to defend his actions, which should be no problem. He rarely so much as gets to order lunch without having to justify his choice of soup and salad. Young and restless spoilers for Friday, February 7. As aware of Billy's track record as anyone, Daniel is suspicious of Phyllis' alliance with her former lover. Poor Daniel, he always has to be the voice of reason. The young and the restless spoilers for next week's episodes of the hit CBS soap reveal it's time to move on in Genoa City. The pivotal month has much to live up to after the past couple of weeks of jaw-dropping drama on My and R. While one major story has wrapped up, the daytime drama is jump-starting new stories to keep fans entertained. Front and center will, of course, be the aftermath of what happened with Jordan and Ian. Let's take a look at everything happening on the young and the restless next week. The Newman family moves on. Even a gunshot wound won't stop Victor from continuing his feud with Jack. Victor takes issue with Jack when he shows up to check on Nikki after the Ian and Jordan nightmare. After the Jordan drama, Nikki takes drastic measures to teach Claire a valuable lesson. Speaking of Claire, she isn't fooling Kyle with her "I am okay" act. Kyle fears Jordan's death is taking more of a toll than Claire is sharing with him. Victoria has a heart-to-heart with her father following recent events. The mustache opens up to his daughter like never before. Meanwhile, Sharon and Nick grow closer as he helps her navigate everything that's happened over the past 6 months. Here's hoping a strict reunion is part of February sweeps. The Abbott family has their problems. Now that the craziness with the Newman family has played out, the Abbott family moves back to the forefront. Decisions are the name of the game for the Abbotts, including Diane making a huge one without consulting her husband. Billy gets some unwanted brotherly advice from Jack as he moves forward with a new venture. The next chapter for Billy involves an alliance with Phyllis, which raises red flags for Daniel. Before the week is over, Jack must defend his actions. The question is, does it have to do with Diane or his feud with Victor? Nate's got family drama too. After meeting in Los Angeles, Damien arrives in Genoa City with another secret. Damien gives Nate something to think about. The news rocks Amy and Nate's world. It turns out Damien isn't Nate's only problem next week. Audra drops a bombshell secret after deciding to be more open with him. Elsewhere in Genoa City, Sally makes an enemy out of Phyllis after pushing her buttons. The new feud leads Chloe to teach Sally a little history lesson about Phyllis. Adam and Chelsea walk into the old ranch, their new home, and she asks if he's sure he wants to do this now. His father was shot last night. Adam says his old man is a warrior. Chelsea tells him it's okay to admit that it was scary and focus on that and not the move. Adam wants the three of them to get settled so they're on the property when Victor gets home from the hospital. Chelsea looks around, and Adam says, "I know, it's a lot." He tells her she can redecorate. She jokes, "Maybe just a little sage." They share a laugh. Adam looks at the inn for Newman in the window. He never imagined that place would be his with Nick, Victoria, and Abby to carry on the legacy. Chelsea says, "Welcome home." Adam wants Chelsea to feel at home there, but she thinks it will take time to feel comfortable. She wants a room close to Connor and one that's not so big it echoes. Adam looks at Victor's chessboard. She reminds him his dad is safe now, and he doesn't have to worry. Adam says his father took a bullet for Nikki and survived. Someday he won't be in this world. When that day comes, he doesn't know if he'll be ready for it. What happened scared the hell out of him, but it also made him proud. Chelsea says it's the same way he'd do anything to protect Connor. Adam says, "Or you." Victoria enters the tack house, and Claire asks about her grandfather. She says he's resting comfortably after surgery and will recover. He'll be home soon. Claire gasps, "He could have died. He jumped in front of Nikki and could have died. That's how much he loves her." Victoria tells her they're safe now, and so are you. Kyle knocks and Claire lets him in. She tells him last night was horrible. He hugs her. At Crimson Lights, Nick updates Sharon that Victor came through surgery great. They rant about Ian and Jordan teaming up. Nick says Ian's in the morgue because his dad beat him. Now those two can't hurt anyone else. Sharon is glad Mariah and Claire are safe now. Nick says Jordan and Ian died knowing they lost everything. Sharon is sure Mariah will flourish now that he's gone. It will just take time. Nick's sure the healing will be easier now that they're gone. Just then, Michael comes in. He has news about the murder charges against Sharon. Michael tells Sharon and Nick that the charges against her are being dropped. Daniel walks in as Michael declares, "You're cleared of everything." He wants to know what's going on. Sharon tells Daniel there's been a confession in Heather's case. "Do you remember hearing about Ian Ward?" Daniel sits. He says his mother told him about Ward's history with Nikki and Paul. Nick says he worked the system and got out of jail. Sharon tells him he's the one who killed Heather. Daniel can't understand this. They explain that he wanted to remove Sharon from Mariah's life so she would turn to him. He was working with Jordan, who had come back for Claire. Nick says they both died last night. Sharon was their first victim, starting several months ago. It breaks her heart that Heather lost her life, and she is so sorry for her part in any of it. Daniel can't understand why Ian would confess. Michael thinks maybe he wanted to confess his sins before meeting his maker. Nick thinks he wanted to rub it in their faces. Jordan did the same thing. Daniel wonders how he'll tell Paul this. Sharon is sure he may never forgive her. This was about her and Mariah, not about Heather. She's not guilty, but she's still part of the cause. Nick says she's not responsible. Sharon argues she's guilty of framing Daniel. Daniel agrees she is. He won't let her off the hook for that. Nick acknowledges to Daniel that none of this will lessen his pain, but as far as Sharon is concerned. Daniel points out that she dumped Heather's body in the river, hid bloody towels in his apartment, and lied that he and Heather fought. Nick says she was drugged, which caused her to spin out and alienate people. He reminds Daniel that even he noticed she wasn't acting like herself. Michael points out if this had gone to trial, Sharon would have been found not guilty. Nick says Heather deserves justice and peace. With Ian and Jordan dead, hopefully they can get closer to that. Daniel is going to need a little more time. Michael steps away to take a call. Nick tells Daniel that Victor was shot fighting Ian Ward. He has to go to the hospital. Daniel assures him he won't freak out on Sharon. He's just frustrated and sad. The anger isn't at Sharon anymore. Nick tells him, "You're a good man." Sharon thanks Daniel for hearing them out. She knows she has no right to ask him for anything, but she'll do anything she can to make it up to him and Lucy for what they've been through, and will hope one day that he will forgive her. At the Tack House, Victoria urges Claire and Kyle to sit down and talk and heads upstairs before a shower before she goes back to the hospital. Kyle asks who's in the hospital. Victoria says Claire will explain. They make their way to the sofa, and she tells him Jordan came back. She got out of prison and came back for her. Kyle wants to go get Harrison. Claire promises he's safe. She says Jordan had help getting out of prison from Ian Ward. He wanted back in Mariah's life, so they shared a common goal. Kyle asks if she's okay. She says, all in one piece. Kyle asks if they're locked up again. Claire says they're both dead. Kyle tells Claire he's sorry for what Jordan put her through. He learns her aunt took poison and Ian shot at Nikki, and Victor took the bullet. They struggled over the gun, and Ian was shot and died. Kyle marvels that she went through all of that, and he had no idea. Claire says even knowing Jordan is dead, the worry is still there. Kyle's sure it will get better over time. He asks how she got the poison. Did she bring it there? Claire, did Jordan think he would be the one to die last night? Claire thinks the poison was her insurance policy. Kyle wonders how she could think she could win her back. Claire thinks she spent time in prison convincing herself she belonged with her and not her family. When she saw her in town, she realized everyone she cared about was in trouble again. She told her she missed her and trapped in a world that would never be hers. It was what she wanted to hear. She didn't want her to bolt or do more damage. Kyle marvels that she took all of that on her shoulders. You don't have to be so stoic. Claire says her aunt can never hurt them again. Kyle tells her she's incredible. She asks him to hold her. At the ranch, Adam tells Chelsea he didn't say he'd take a bullet for her to make her react. It's simply the truth. Chelsea tells him he and Victor have more in common than he thinks. It's a good thing. Victor loves his family. Chelsea and Adam enthuse about both living with Connor. Adam says he should go to the hospital, and they make plans to meet up later. Just then, Nick walks in and barks, "Adam." Adam muses that they seem to have an open door policy. Nick says he knocked. Nikki asked him to pick up stuff to take to their dad in the hospital. He learns that Chelsea is moving in, and she makes it clear it's not a reunion. Adam steps out to take a call, and Nick lets Chelsea know he's concerned about her living in close proximity with her ex. Chelsea has made her feelings clear to Adam. Nick says his brother knows what he wants, and now he thinks it's within reach. Chelsea tells Nick this isn't about Adam or romance. She's set firm boundaries. If he crosses the line, she'll let him know. Nick's always happy to help her. Adam reappears, and they claim they've been discussing the sweets in the house. Chelsea urges Adam to go to the hospital with Nick and send Victor her best. At Crimson Lights, Daniel tells Sharon that Heather is gone, and everything he thought about how it happened is gone too. It was because someone wanted to get at her. Sharon talks about recalling the hand on her shoulder in hypnosis. She wishes she had never gone to his apartment that night. She would do anything for things to have been different. Daniel says, "Me too, Sharon." He tells her again that he'll need a little more time and walks out. At the Tack House, Claire thanks Kyle for not walking away. Her family can be a lot. Kyle says Jordan's not her family, and he respects the huge amount of love in the Newman family. He respects her too, and asks if there is something she left out or is afraid to tell him. Claire says she went through it with her mother and grandmother, and they agreed to let it be. She has to honor their wishes. Kyle says if she changes her mind, he's there to listen. Claire's still trying to get her mind around Jordan's death being real. She can never hurt anyone again. They cheers to that with their teacups. Michael joins Sharon at Crimson Lights and tells her it's settled. She is Faraway and doesn't hear him. He reiterates that the documents are signed and she's free and clear. She questions if she deserves that. Michael tells her she was a victim. Ian put her through hell. She brought that hell to Daniel's family. The lawyer insists it wasn't her fault. She thanks him for taking her case. There was one big reason for him not to do it. Michael says Phyllis survived, and he thinks their friendship will too. He asks Sharon to give herself some time to heal and process what Ward put her through. Sharon's just worried about Daniel. How is he supposed to move on now that he can't confront the person responsible? There's no closure for him. With a senseless loss like this, it never ever leaves you. It keeps coming back to break your heart all over again. I don't wish that kind of suffering on anyone. In the park, Daniel sits on the bench and says, "You're out there somewhere, aren't you, Heather?" He wonders if she'd have dropped the charges if she was the DA. She's gone for no good reason, and he doesn't know if he can do this without her. He reflects that she was stable and logical, and he was the messy artist type. When things worked out for them, it was magic. It doesn't feel like there's any magic left. He sobs that he knows he has to give Lucy stability and reassurance. He just doesn't know if he can do it without her. He feels like this nightmare is never going to end. In the car, Nick and Adam discuss Chelsea moving into the ranch house. Nick thinks it makes sense that she'd want to be there for Connor. Adam guesses he doesn't think he should take another shot with his ex and asks him to drop it. Talk turns to what would have happened if they lost their old man. Nick doesn't want to think about it. Why don't you just go ahead and say it? Why are you wondering what would have happened if Dad had died? Adam says it could have turned out differently. When he's gone, it will all fall apart. Nick says they won't kick him out of Newman Enterprises. Adam means the family. Nick says he's as much or as little part of the family as he deserves. He and Vic accept him or reject him due to his actions, and that won't change if something happens to their dad. In a jaw-dropping turn of events, The Young and the Restless has left fans gasping with the latest twist. Has Ian Ward met his final fate? And what really happened to Tessa and Aria? Buckle up, because this storyline is about to get even more intense. Ian versus Victor, a deadly confrontation? The long-standing feud between Victor Newman and Ian Ward reached its boiling point in a tense, high-stakes showdown. As viewers know, Ian has always been a master manipulator, slipping through the cracks of justice time and time again. But this time, did Victor finally put an end to his greatest nemesis? According to inside sources, Ian's latest scheme pushed Victor to his limits. The episode ended with a gunshot, followed by eerie silence. When the dust settled, Ian was nowhere to be found. But does that mean he's truly gone? Or is this yet another one of his infamous escape plans? With no body recovered, the mystery lingers. Did Victor actually kill Ian, or is this another fake out? Tessa and Aria, a vanishing act with dark secrets. As if one mystery wasn't enough, Tessa and Aria's sudden disappearance has left fans reeling. Maria was frantic when she realized her wife and daughter were nowhere to be found. Police reports indicate that Tessa's last known location was a secluded road outside of Genoa City, her abandoned car found eerily empty. Speculation is running wild. Was this a kidnapping? Could it be connected to Ian's potential death? Some fans believe Tessa may have uncovered a sinister secret and was silenced before she could expose the truth. Others suspect a more personal betrayal. Could someone close to her be involved in their disappearance? What's next? Clues and twists await. As the tension rises, all eyes are on Victor. Will he reveal what really happened that fateful night? And as Maria fights to find Tessa and Aria, will she uncover a shocking truth no one saw coming? Rumors hint that a major twist is coming, one that will shake Genoa City to its core. With drama at an all-time high, one thing is certain: The Young and the Restless is delivering its most thrilling storyline yet. Stay tuned, because the truth is about to explode, and no one will be safe. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal February sweeps bring change to Genoa City. After several weeks of jaw-dropping moments, the hit CBS soap is switching up its storylines. Jordan met her maker this week, leaving the Newman family feeling safe and secure. I and our viewers know that Ian isn't dead, but the Newmans don't, so they relish the victory. What happens next with Ian remains to be seen, but the evil villain seems to be on the back burner for now. The latest preview video for the daytime drama teases the arrival of sweeps months, which means a shift in the landscape, and it's boring. Crossing lines and compelling confessions hit Y&R. It doesn't take much to get on Victor's bad side. Jack seems to be there permanently after the lengths he took to help Nikki get back on the wagon. Although Victor briefly shifted his focus amid the Ian and Jordan drama, things are back to normal for the mustache. When Jack arrives at the ranch to check on Nikki, Victor lets him have it. Meanwhile, Damien arrives in Genoa City to meet with Nate. We see Damien wanting more information on the business deal in the footage. Nate, though, wants to set the record straight. All signs point to Nate revealing all to Damien, including that they are brothers and his connection to Amy. A new alliance leads to questions on Y&R. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Billy wants to start a new chapter in his life. On a personal level, he and Sally are all loved up. Billy turns his focus to business, enlisting Phyllis and Daniel to go on this new journey with him. It should surprise no one that Daniel is leery of Billy's motives. While Daniel puts Billy in the hot seat, Phyllis is all gung-ho for the venture and partnership. The fiery redhead is confident they can make their mark together. We all know Phyllis will definitely team up with Billy, but will Daniel join them? That question and more will be answered on upcoming episodes of the hit CBS soap. Be sure to tune in daily so you don't miss a moment of juicy entertainment. After months of turmoil, heartbreak, and shocking twists, the young and the restless, beloved Sharon Newman may finally be on the brink of a well-deserved happy ending. But in Genoa City, nothing comes without a price. Will Sharon truly find her dream come true, or is another storm brewing just beneath the surface? Sharon's darkest days finally behind her? Fans have watched Sharon endure an emotional roller coaster, from dangerous threats to devastating betrayals. The sinister reign of Cameron Kirsten wreaked havoc on her life, forcing her to fight for survival. But with his reign of terror now behind her, Sharon is slowly reclaiming her strength and independence. Now, whispers around Genoa City suggest that Sharon is poised for a fresh start, possibly with a new love interest on the horizon. Could this be the beginning of a new era for her, one free of danger and deception? A new romance or a blast from the past? As Sharon moves forward, speculation is running wild about her next romantic chapter. While some fans are hoping for a reunion with Nick, others wonder if Chance Chancellor's presence in her life could turn into something deeper. Their growing bond hasn't gone unnoticed, and their undeniable chemistry has sparked major buzz. But in the world of the young and the restless, love is never simple. Could Sharon's happiness be derailed by an unexpected twist? Will someone from her past return to shake things up just as she finds her footing? Will Sharon finally get her happy ending? While Sharon is on a promising path, fans know that happiness in Genoa City never lasts forever. With ongoing feuds, long-buried secrets, and potential rivalries, her journey to a fairy tale ending may not be as smooth as it seems. Will she truly embrace a future of love and peace, or is this just the calm before another storm? One thing is for certain, Sharon's story is far from over, and the young and the restless is setting the stage for another unforgettable chapter. What do you think lies ahead for Sharon? Will she finally find lasting happiness, or is another twist waiting in the wings? Share your thoughts below. The Young and the Restless spoilers and updates reveal exciting news. David Pressman is stepping into a brand new role in the cast. Michelle Stafford Phyllis Summers spilled the beans on her Instagram stories, but the details about Pressman's character remain under wraps. The Young and the Restless spoilers, behind-the-scenes sneak peek. This enigmatic edition is set to shake things up in GC, and fans are eagerly anticipating who he will embody and the thrilling storylines that await. There's something captivating about a fresh face gracing the canvas, and Michelle Stafford is clearly thrilled about this new addition to the cast. Her excitement shines through in her interactions, especially when she responded to David Pressman's Instagram stories, where they spent a delightful morning together. Stafford didn't hold back, sharing a behind-the-scenes snapshot that showcased her affection for DPE. To top it off, she posted a funny video capturing their playful banter in the studio, with Pressman playfully nudging her to focus on learning her lines instead of filming him. My and our spoilers. Who is this mystery man, and why is he in Genoa City? There's something captivating about a fresh face gracing the canvas. Stafford extended her best wishes to Pressman, playfully declaring she wouldn't peek at his scenes, only to confess to the camera that she absolutely would. After sharing another delightful clip of Pressman, her enthusiasm was palpable, yes. At David_Pressman on #where, she exclaimed in her post. As for David Pressman's impressive resume, he's made appearances in Krapopolis, NCIS, American Housewife, True Detective, The Young and the Restless spoilers. The Young and the Restless spoilers. The arrival of a mystery man and scoop on David Pressman's role. By Rita Ryan, last updated Feb 1, 2025. Share. The Young and the Restless spoilers. The arrival of a mystery man and scoop on David Pressman's role. The Young and the Restless spoilers and updates reveal exciting news. David Pressman is stepping into a brand new role in the cast. Michelle Stafford Phyllis Summers spilled the beans on her Instagram stories, but the details about Pressman's character remain under wraps. The Young and the Restless spoilers, behind-the-scenes sneak peek. This enigmatic edition is set to shake things up in GC, and fans are eagerly anticipating who he will embody and the thrilling storylines that await. There's something captivating about a fresh face gracing the canvas, and Michelle Stafford is clearly thrilled about this new addition to the cast. Her excitement shines through in her interactions, especially when she responded to David Pressman's Instagram stories, where they spent a delightful morning together. The Young and the Restless alum Shemar Moore gets nasty with ex-girlfriend drama. View story. Stafford didn't hold back, sharing a behind-the-scenes snapshot that showcased her affection for DP. To top it off, she posted a funny video capturing their playful banter in the studio, with Pressman playfully nudging her to focus on learning her lines instead of filming him. I&R spoilers. Who is this mystery man, and why is he in Genoa City? There's something captivating about a fresh face gracing the canvas. Stafford extended her best wishes to Pressman, playfully declaring she wouldn't peek at his scenes, only to confess to the camera that she absolutely would. After sharing another delightful clip of Pressman, her enthusiasm was palpable, yes. At David_Pressman on #WhoWeAre, she exclaimed in her post. As for David Pressman's impressive resume, he's made appearances in Krapopolis, NCIS, American Housewife, True Detective. The Young and the Restless spoilers. The arrival of a mystery man and scoop on David Pressman's role. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and more. While the details of Pressman's role on I&R are still under wraps, stay tuned for updates as we uncover more information. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Good guy or villain, all is unknown. Nothing at all has been revealed about the character Pressman will play, good guy or villain. All is unknown so far, although viewers will find out in a few weeks when the episodes air. Get ready for some thrilling twists. Whoever this enigmatic figure is, he's bound to crank up the drama. Pressman's adaptable appearance means he could seamlessly slip into the role of a hero or a villain, depending on the storyline. As for what lies ahead in Genoa City, expect some romantic upheavals alongside fresh action and adventure. Spoilers hint at more surprises on the horizon, so stay tuned for our predictions on all the chaos to come. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with Y&R right now. Come back here often for the Young and the Restless spoilers, news, and updates. He just wants people to stay out of his business, and who can blame him for that, right? Of course, we're talking about the Young and the Restless alum Shemar Moore, as he has just gotten nasty over his ex-girlfriend drama. Keep reading below for everything you need to know. The Young and the Restless alum Shemar Moore gets nasty with ex-girlfriend drama. The former soap star started off his Instagram video by saying, "There's been a lot of press releases today or yesterday talking about my personal life, my private life with Jezri Dizon. It's my life, it's not your business, but Hollywood, all this media stuff works. It's gossip, 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 and that's just what it is. And be careful what you wish for. You know what? You signed up for that thing is a mother of asterisk, 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 because if I wasn't halfway famous, then nobody would care, and maybe there's a lot of you out there that don't care. And you know what? Thank you, thank you." The actor then added, "I'm a funny dude, I'm a goofy dude, I'm a silly dude, I'm a serious dude." Of course, Shimmer's fans and followers, and even some of his critics had something to say about the matter. Some even commented with, "I'm so sorry that this didn't work out for you all, but the fact that you show such respect to Jezeri, it makes my heart happy. I wish you all nothing but the best." Another critic wrote, "Dan, shame this even needs to be said, but Will said, 'You have a beautiful family and I'm wishing all of you the best.'" The Young and the Restless news, what's next for Shimmer more? And then there was this comment as well. "It makes me so sad you and anyone else in the public eye has to do this. You're doing it to protect your family. These tabloids need to mind their business. No one needs to know why you broke up, because that's nobody's business. Breaking up isn't fun anyway. I wish you all the best, and you'll definitely be fine." The Young and the Restless airs weekdays on the CBS network. Check your local listings for times. In the meantime, let us know what you think by leaving us a line with your thoughts in our comments section below. Come back right here for all the latest news and updates on your favorite celebrities and royals, along with spoilers from the top soaps in daytime, including The Bold and the Beautiful, The Young and the Restless, General Hospital, and Days of Our Lives.